And I feel joy that it feels like these threads from around the world. We were just talking about this long distance thing before we opened the doors, and I notice I'm a little bit liquid with sadness right now, and sadness to be in contact with you, and sadness to not be in person and on a screen, and joy to be in this space together. And I'm curious what your bodies want to speak, what's alive, what wants to be in this space right now.
Ellen, something is not working because you are speaking and we cannot hear you.
How is it now?
Now it's better. Thank you.
Okay. I have since the weekend a head cold that is very sort of in this area, and lots of mucus, lots of snot, and today I feel a little less liquid with that. I'm feeling I'm connecting more with my center again. And I have done a building communication bridges workshop on the weekend, and I'm practicing space holding there as well and learning with Janet Redmond. And so it was quite it was a very beautiful space, but challenging for me, challenge that I really love, that I really wanted. And I didn't know what this is. Why is it here? Because the rest of my body doesn't feel really sick. It was very, very strange. And yeah, I wonder if you have anything that I can work with, that I can explore, do. And yeah, I feel miserable. Miserable is the word, I think. That's sort of, I feel resentment nearly again to this liquidness, because I had a lot of fear that people might think I should not be there in the space, and people, yeah, I had a lot of fear of being rejected because of this head cold that I have, and I wanted to be there, and I was. So I'm glad I had enough anger in myself not to give in to I should, and what do people think, and I was clear what I want. And yeah, this is alive for me at the moment.
Yeah, thank you. So on one side, that's what you shared. That's a question for the whole space, for our space. So means we are together a big organism. So what it means, so look what's alive in you. You all, Eva, Sanjira, Ashraf, Stacia, Michaela, and me. And the other thing is, you can start to speak from this part you shared. So when you let this part speak, however it feels now, so it could be the next entrance in to figure more about what's going on or what the part wants to say without knowing now. Yeah, you don't know now. So let the part speak and let's have a look.
Something that really pops into my head very strongly is I am such a visual learner, which I haven't had so much clarity about. And because I'm apprenticing there, I had this message in my system somewhere. I need to understand. I need to know. I need to have this understanding what's happening there. And I struggle with mental concept to understand and bring it back. And this time it was just so beautiful because I was more in the observer role. There was a baby in the space as well, so I had the opportunity to be with the baby a lot of times, so give the mother some space. So in the observer role from the outside, and I had a completely different understanding of the whole purpose and context of the workshop. And yeah, I feel sad about and joy about this understanding of really owning. Yes, I'm learning through seeing and to doing with my hands. This is my way of learning. If I read something, it is so hard for me to extract the knowledge. So for me, the doing and the seeing is what feeds my understanding somehow.
Oh,
And
I'm glad, Alan, that you discovered that. I interrupt you here somehow. It's like, can you go there right now? Because I see it's really in your body that you really can use your touch to understand. So can you get in contact, yes, with this area, what also Samoto mentioned, to come in this actual moment? What does this area, your body, your touch, the connection say? Yeah.
something like this, another seeing that I'm seeing something, seeing a lot, but not with my eyes, with my heart.
Go,
Go.
go.
Yeah. I'm seeing with my heart and and what's life here is the speed or the unseen, waters somehow, the unseen waters that flow when I see with my eyes and my heart something.
Yeah, let it flow. Yeah.
And Aaron, while you have this experience, so let all these picture what comes up now, let the pictures arise. Don't hold on these pictures. Let's let them rise. Yeah. Yeah. Go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let your fingers be informed, like using light there from your fingers and also from the area you are touching.
Mm.
Yeah.
Noticing that I'm getting really hot. My skin
Yeah.
gets really wet.
Hmm.
If it's tears or sweat.
Mhm.
This gushing waters somehow. And then it becomes still again. Just normal flow. Ah. Ah.
Mhm. They allow these sounds in your where I touch your head, and
Yeah.
yes, it looks like it's
Oh.
make the sounds. Yeah.
There's something yummy about it. I don't know.
Yeah. Go. Let it be yummy. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah.
Yes, let it be yummy and juicy.
Mhm.
Very
Ah. Mm. Ah. Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Mhm. Yeah, and
Ah.
yes, allow that your body feels. So as
Yeah, it
I
feels like I'm sort of
go,
sinking into my body again.
yes,
Something is like a
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. It looks like I also have heavy eyes today. I really can really not let them open. It's really heavy, or yeah.
And Sanjivani, what's going on in your eyes now, right now?
Mm.
They were tearing up. There's a lot of heat. I feel a lot of heat in the eyes.
You feel a lot of heat?
Yeah, so there's a lot of heat inside, like it's a burning sensation.
Ah, okay.
Which feeling is it? The burning.
So a lot of anger.
Pure anger.
No, it's not good.
Mm. Mm.
So, Sanjivani, give your body, give the invitation that the anger can flow without doing anger. It's more so, okay, anger, you can flow. If you're mixed or yes or no, it's let the anger flow. So don't hold on it or figure it out why or like this.
Okay.
Mm.
And
Mm.
stay in touch with your body. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, there's some anger as well. I want to.
Mhm.
It's like barking at the world somehow,
Mm.
and um, ah,
Yeah, go.
what comes is just this. Oh, this angry that people are so afraid of getting some kind of germs. We're all full of it all the time and every moment, and they have something to say and to do and to make happen, and I just, I was, I I trust my body that it knows what to do with it, and
Mhm.
it's just something like it, you see an avalanche sort of holding on to something that is very fragile, and it's just mm.
Yeah, relax your jaw, Ellen.
Yes.
Oh, let it go. Oh, yeah, all these
Yeah.
sounds and impulses.
Ah. Ah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, Sunny and Giovanni, how is your how you are going?
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm it, there's a lot of solidity. Almost feels like I'm standing on the edge of something, holding really strongly, but so there's a lot of solidity and a lot of holding, and there's fear that if I let it go, I will drown. And the anger is that I want to let it go, and yet I'm not letting it go.
Ah.
And yes, and
Mhm.
I mean, it looks like one part of you is standing on this own edge, and you can explore or speak from this edge. And at first, let your body speak, because there's so much movement in your body. And the invitation is, don't hold this movement back.
And skip the pictures of that is necessary to do or to feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really to, yes, to experience, to say hello, to hear hi, I don't know you,
Ah.
please share. Yes.
I also have a sadness that this it's constantly showing me an unstable internet connection, and the fear is that I'm going to log off.
Mhm.
I won't be able to stay on. So that's that cognitive space is there.
The only thing what is true, Sanyanja, is you can't log off. Relax.
Uh,
The whole field is working and you are part of it. Yeah. And if I brought the focus color, the intention color, the yellow, so it's like a lighthouse today. And the Tibetan flags from you, Ashraf, it's amazing. So there is a space, there is guidance, there is something.
Mm.
Yes, Ellen, you're doing great also.
There's almost a feeling of relief in my body hearing the words.
Yeah. Say it again, please. And you want-
So there's a lot of relief just hearing Mikhail talk about whatever she said, just the words, the body relaxed. The head is still working it out, but the body kind of
Hmm.
Yeah. Thank you, body, and thank you, head. You are amazing.
I noticed for myself when I entered the space, already fears while I was like sitting on my chest, and when you said that this video is gonna be recorded, then I don't know. Oh no, this is gonna be recorded. Oh my God! And I then I could rationalize it in one way or another. And my main thing is I've noticed myself every time when I'm entering this space with similar spaces where I can work with my emotions, feelings, where I could step into something. First thing, the numbness part starts very high, and then there is a fear also that, oh, I'm gonna come in contact right now with my feelings and emotion, feeling it sitting there on my heart, and then somehow we started the conversation, and I start like my own things in my head. Oh, when I should speak, should I stay silent? Well, and all of this is like bad. It's it feels like cringe, sticky energy somewhere there around. I found myself, observed myself. I'm judging everyone, and judging myself, and so this brings confusion. So many mixed feelings are present, and recently I discovered also right now, like I feel it coming, this gremlin joy, where I laugh about myself, of a human experience, or make fun of something which is, I don't believe that it is actually something funny. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, thank you, Ashraf. And I have a question. So what's happening when you do nothing? You
I
allow
got
this confusion can be there. You can be there in this space, your flags, your colors. And it's at first nothing to do. It's only to be. And allow this own flow in your body.
yeah, beautiful experiment.
Yeah, how Ellen starts with their hands and yeah.
I notice that I can breathe through both nostrils now, and the air feels warm and very, very silky, very soft.
Mm.
Just which is different.
What's the feeling behind Ellen?
This gentle sadness. It's a very gentle, very tender sadness.
Mm.
And
can
just something that that really, I don't have words for it. It's just something that lives in my heart, and that it feels like silk in my nostrils at the moment here, and my sinuses. And they have been so tensed and sore in this area. Now it feels so much more spacious and warm and tender and spacious. Feels like it's it's doing this. Mm.
And how is your sensation in your fingertips when you touch this gentle sadness in your nose area? Yeah. So how is the connection right now there, the sensation? Yes. Which feeling is air in between?
Mm.
It's like tiptoeing. It's super, super gentle touch. Yeah. For some reason, I don't want to stroke it. I just want to go like this, like little step by step.
Yeah. Yeah, let your fingertip also feel. Yeah.
There's some fear as well,
Mm.
because it becomes all of a sudden quite like it feels a lot more spacious, so big that I can't hold it. Something like fear and I notice how this goes into my arms now. The fear is going into my lower arms from my fingers. Like it's so big that I can't see the walls or the containment anymore. And
yeah, and brings a gentle sadness to your fingertips. And Ashraf, I'm very glad that you shared about the fear which is arising when there are unknown, unpredictable spaces, and to jump into it. And now Ellen, she's really doing the different thing with sensing fear. So it's a distinction to use the fear to come into the presence in this moment, in whatever, nothing else is here. So I'm glad that you brought this rising emotional fear somehow, or this really high attentiveness fear. And we are really designed for this, yeah, amazing goosebump fear.
Yeah.
Have
yeah.
the prickle, yes, over all
Yeah.
the skin. So that it's
Yes.
much more bigger, the skin. Each goosebump is to extend your skin, to sense more and more and more and more. Yeah.
I want to bring something that from the beginning of this call, every sentence is for me, because I came here with a big sadness here, especially around my right eye, as I connected yesterday with my mom, with my sister, and my grandmother that is dead already. And we had a big heart opening, loving space. And after that, I had such a big headache, very big. And then it was a lot of sadness. And it was sadness about this, that I saw a being in my mom, I think for the first time. And the sadness was that I don't want to waste time for not loving anymore. And today I woke up in the morning, and like for the night, the pain was gone, and in the morning it started again. And now in this call with this work, Ellen, that you brought, it was so similar for me. Like it was working for me. And now I feel it's something is happening in the back of my head, like on the right side here. I feel like something has moved from here here, and I feel some tension there, like some stiff in my neck. It feels like, yeah, and a lot of fear in my all my body is a lot of fear, but here is like stiffness in my head. No.
Yeah, amazing. Can you move into the stiffness instead of speaking over or about it?
I feel that my ears, they want to do like this.
Go, go. Yes.
Right. Oh,
Oh,
Mm.
it feels like this space is so tight and it just like wants to. Oh,
Yes. Yeah.
let your body
Yes.
move, your
And,
hands, your fingers.
and your feelings.
Yes.
Oh.
ah, oh,
Ah.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, ah, oh,
Mm.
Yes. It's like
Mm.
all mouths.
yeah,
Yeah.
oh, oh,
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
oh,
Ah.
ah, oh.
Oh,
Oh, I feel fear because it feels like something wants to be like birthed from out of my head.
go, go.
Ah, ah.
Mhm. And stay in the body connection, not go into a picture, really stay in the connection with your body. Yeah.
Mm.
Ooh.
Ah, ah,
Yeah, let the picture is
Yeah.
ever.
Yes, yes, yes.
ah,
Yes.
ah.
And I really loved your decision to that you will not never stop again love happening or love experiencing. Yeah.
Ah, ah, ah.
Oh,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh,
Ah.
mm.
mm, oh.
Dacia, what's going on in your neck?
I also have tension in the back of my neck and a lot of nausea in my stomach. And it feels like it comes in waves of more squeezing in tight and then coming down more, spreading into my shoulders and then coming tight. And yeah, just trying to let it happen and not push something.
Mm.
Mm.
Oy. Oy, oy, oy.
Yes. Eva, how is it? How is it?
I feel now more space in my head, and it's like I feel like a wind is going through my head. It's like, and it brings this wind also, it brings some waves of sadness that are going here and go like this, and fear. A lot going on now. Like, yeah. all at once. I feel sadness, fear, joy. But this movement is like this.
Here.
Yeah.
So I have a question, Eva. When you're in contact with this sadness part, so are there words behind the sadness? Don't figure it out. Only
No
when
more. No more.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because there were words what I saw and
Yes,
it was
words are no more.
yeah. Okay. Thank you.
And you can use the sound you made before. Somehow you made it like a, and maybe there's something out here.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Ui, ui, ui.
Oh. Ah. Oh. I noticed that when I noticed that when I try to do something, then the tension comes back. Then when it's like it's relaxing again and it's just flowing and
Great.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the edge. That could be, you can have a look at that could be the edge of control of one part of you. And that you can serve this. Okay, I don't know. Let it go.
Yes, and yawning is amazing. Really open all mouths. Yeah, everywhere. Yeah.
Wow.
That could be really an amazing experiment to enter spaces where there's fear in the space and start to yawn. And so also with their maybe mindset of, oh, it's not polite, or maybe the other people will think I'm bored or something like that. And to do really the experiment, to do it on purpose, to yes, to open everything so that the body can be there and feel and yeah, relax into yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's really releasing also tension of traumas to open wide the mouth. Yeah. And then something else is happening there. Your body starts to move. Can you express that? It looks amazing.
Feel it's a bit this rocking, but it's not really rocking. It's sort of like grass in the wind. It's swaying back and forth. So I think
Yeah, amazing. It
And
really
this-
it's yeah, brings the energy of weaving in. And I have the question to you, Ashraf. How is the weaving on the mountains of the hill? So can you sense it too? Something like there in your body? Yeah.
The weaving.
Yeah.
I think right now I'm applying kind of like control. Maybe I took the experiment too serious. Trying to do nothing,
Yes.
sitting there and then like, all right, oh, what did I do? Okay, I'm gonna right now ask you. Okay, you didn't speak yet about your feelings. So how are your feelings? Where are the people who haven't expressed their feelings? Oh no, maybe I shouldn't. Okay, you know what? Let's do nothing. So it's like ongoing conversation.
Yes, thank you for sharing. So,
Sure.
And now I really got curious to hear also from you, Stasia, Michaela, and Samoto. How are you?
I
thank
feel
you for
I feel sitting on a mountain here in my sitting on the top on the mountain, and wind comes from right side, left side, front, back, and yeah,
yeah.
this mountain is connected with
And
all these places of the world where you are, and it's yeah.
I see and I feel your joy.
Yes, I have a choice.
yeah.
My preference place to be.
Yeah,
Yes. And for me, it's like more breathing like an algae, like because my eyes are so wet today, and they are like so really so heavy. It's like more underwater, and like sitting on a mountain underwater. So that is my impression right now.
beautiful picture. Beautiful picture.
I love it.
Sounds a little bit like
And I can sense when I use my body sensation right now to sense more my back, so my center back side. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
for me, feels like there's pressure inside, and I notice I want to try and move it, and I don't want to push, and
Like
a little bit like I don't know, I have the picture of a volcano, which like pressure, but that something's building inside and not quite ready to come yet, but it's there. It's in my chest and in my throat, and yes. And as I speak, a little bit more heat comes into my face.
That the volcano is embodying itself.
Yeah, and I feel quite nauseous in my stomach since 10 minutes ago, and something's bubbling underneath, and yeah. And I feel some fear about that.
Fear of the volcano to erupt.
Yeah, fear to not knowing what might come out.
That makes me super curious. What is gonna come in? What is
And what's happening in you as I say that, Ashra?
brings movement inside me. Brings movement. I feel I
Good.
love energy, and I feel curious. Like, okay, all right, I have an idea. Maybe like how would your volcano look like? Like if you want to act it out, so how would it look like? What is gonna do? Like what sounds, what embodiment of it it's gonna be, and really like to go full in that right now I am the volcano, and then how it gonna be. So this moves. I feel like my blood is moving. I feel connected with you. I feel connection.
Thank you. My fear arises as I feel your movement, because I notice that it does something inside of me. It creates a little bit more movement inside.
I sense this bubbliness in me. It's like these I call it pixel water, the water that has sort of carbonized, or what's it called? Selterwasser. It's just like these bubbles that come up and that even explode a little bit. So it's not quite a volcano, but it's these little bubbles that do something, and there's still the flow of gentle sadness in my eyes, and it feels like a treasure. I don't want to let it go away. It feels just so precious. It's really, really gentle, and
Yeah.
I really don't want it to go away. And it's beautiful to connect with my fingertips there. Yeah. And then I feel the
Yeah.
heat in my physical, the rest of my body feels like
So
really
you can choose the size of the bubbles. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, amazing.
juiciness of life.
Oh, that were a deep touch right now.
Yeah, juiciness of
Mm.
life. This is what comes.
Mhm.
Mm.
Stasha, how's your fear doing?
How's my what did you say?
Yeah.
My
Fear.
fear. It's big. Yeah, I feel I notice there's more fear and actually sadness. When the fear gets bigger, my sadness wants to come and kind of uh, make it smaller, or make me smaller. And I know this from my shadows, my emotion cycle, that it does this. And so I can now feel more fear in my legs. This nausea in my stomach is not so strong, but there's fear in my body and fear in my spine and in my jaw.
And what would happen if this sphere would receive right now an invitation to come here to the space as big as it might be and want to be? With the sadness, with the whole package, the whole team of emotions and feelings.
Yeah, my feet are currently pushing into the floor and wanting to push me backwards with this invitation. I noticed that. Yeah.
No, I don't take it.
Yeah.
I
And at the same time, even though I can feel this, my feet pushing into the floor feels a bit like wanting to push away. It also feels actually really good to feel my feet on the floor at the same time, to feel more grounded.
Mm-hmm.
I feel afraid to feel my sadness, actually.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Mhm.
Can feel something really wants to just fall apart. And there's this other force trying to hold me into some familiar shape. A shape that I am when I'm here in Australia. And it's not me anymore. It's the words that come, it's not me anymore. There's another, yeah, this
Yes, that one. Yeah.
I heard sounds, Michaela, but your voice wasn't, it was crackly, and it's okay, just to let you know. Uh,
So I heard you saying that you were afraid of feeling the sadness, and there is something that is not you anymore, and it's falling apart, something that you are familiar with, but it's not you anymore.
yes.
And when you say this, I get the picture. The picture is like I see these parts and how the sadness is going through them, kind of like dissolving them, like something dissolving in the water, and then comes that what you know that you are, your true self. And I have a suggestion. You might want to share what what is this sadness is about.
Mm. It feels like there's layers to the sadness. Feel fear to speak about my sadness. And it's not clear, the words right now, but I feel sad about belonging, something about belonging, and where's my place and my connection to myself. And I've just landed back in Australia 3 days ago, and landing on this land and feeling different connection to the land than what I used to. And I don't feel the connection as strong as I used to here. And I feel a connection to something in me that's new, that's been growing, that's alive, that's getting bigger. And when I come back here, it's like an old version of me is trying to come so I fit in here, and this part wants to stay alive and be here more and be more in connection with myself and my love. Yeah.
And does this relates to what you say of the familiar thing and the unfamiliar? Because the Australian land coming back, I might assume that you're back home, the place that you know where.
Whatever home is. Yeah.
So that maybe to discover
So Michaela, I can't understand you right now.
in our body. The physical body is it understandable what I said?
Samoto, you are
So,
muted as well.
Thank you.
And maybe there's a message that we can receive without actually hearing the words. For me, everybody is frozen right now. Interesting.
Oh, now. Try now, Michaela.
Wow.
Okay.
So, Michaela, we can't hear
okay,
you.
I think it's.
Totally.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Internet recovery. Oh, sad.
Wow. I think
Bye bye.
the part that wanted to melt down and reconfigure just happened in some way. And I really feel joy to have this exploration today with you all, and the wisdom from India and from the heart and from fear and the volcano and the mountain, and yes, so much beauty and softness and healing. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
hearts and your love.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you,
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
Bye.
Goodbye.